Where are we? What's this place? Oh, could this be our new farm? Oh my goodness, look at this place. It appears to be abandoned. And that's just exactly what it is. Abandoned. But it's ours.
Yes, we bought us an abandoned farm. Yeehaw.
30 acres. 30 acres of challenge.
A lot of work.
We decided to listen to Justin Rhodes and opt out big time. Up there you can see our bees a little bit. They have moved in. But it'll be quite some time before this is livable for us. Which doesn't mean we won't be living here.
Until it's productive.
There's a sad barn. There's another one behind it. At some point in history, this was a dairy farm, we've been told. But for the last 50 years, there's basically been nothing going on here except for the grazing of the neighbors' cows. Which is why we have all this broom grass everywhere. Pretty much 30 acres of broom grass. Well, that's not true. Run down on the farm. 3 large ponds. About 7.5 acres of woods. You can see them up there.
We'll be up there in a bit.
Yeah, we're going to walk up there and take a look at the woods. There's streams, natural streams, that feed 2 of the ponds. Listen to the life on our farm. Our bees are what brought us here, or set in motion the desire to have a farm. So we started watching videos. We found people like Justin Rhodes, Curtis Stone, Richard Perkins, Connor Crickmore, Joe Salatin, Gabe Brown, Greg Judy. I really don't think there's anybody whose videos we haven't watched once or twice. Here's one of the streams. You can see where the cows have come down and drank out of it and destroyed the banks. Just another challenge. Bees going crazy. Not getting too much bees. That hive sounds
noisy.
Yeah. Now, take that.
Not your ankles, baby.
Damn it. First tumble on the farm. There's some more of our fabulous broom grass out there. Woo.
One of our junk piles.
One of our many junk piles.
And here you can see there is an implement embedded in a tree. How about that? It's embedded in a couple of trees. Let's see, we got little metal box springs with a pretty big tree growing up in it. Yep. Two of them. Another box spring behind it. Right there, another tree coming up through it. Looks like a little bit of scrap metal in here, just a little junk pile it looks like. There's that farm implement again. Embedded in a tree. Hear all them frogs? And this is the downside of that stream.
You can really tell where the cows have destroyed this bank here.
I don't know if you can see the water running still or not. You can hear all them frogs, I'm sure. Yeah, you can see where the cows have destroyed all the bank, all around it. Now let's cross this stream and get over to the getting closer to the frogs. Can you hear them? I don't see them though. They're all right here. They all shut up. They're talking to each other. Let me see you.
Where y'all frogs at?
Figure you see them jumping in the pond or something.
Okay.
Or in the water.
Yeah, this watershed has to be redirected.
Well, that's what I'm trying to follow. See where it's coming from. And if you look around, see we're all wet everywhere we look. Just a bitty swamp. There's a barn over there. See, we're a little ways away. Going through the woods. See where they fed hay to them one time. See all the pock marks from the damn cows. Thought we may be able to see some of that other building. The barn. It is out through there.
Let's just top the bank here and look at this pond.
Yeah. Top the bank. Pond. Not bad. Can you use some work? Got them old cattails all around it. And this one is full. It could be about a 1/4 acre, maybe a little more.
We've got to get a bunch of these trees off the dam and from around the sides where they've just grown up over the years.
Yeah, a lot of these trees got to go.
You're
looking at the dam and dike now area on the other side of the water. Now them trees have to go over there. There you go. They're closer to the water. And pretty much all them trees, see there, need to get gone. Cattails. More pond. You can look in there, water's pretty clear. I don't know if you can see from here. And you're seeing right into that pond. Seeing the reflection of the sky in there too. But yeah, there's nothing in there that's moving. I don't know.
There's so much debris. The water is clear.
Water's clear. It just needs dredged out. So much leaf debris and tree debris from over the years. Yeah, these cow mud holes. We definitely have to fix that.
Yeah, see, it's supposed to be draining into this pond.
And it kind of does.
It's draining all over the landscape.
Right. And there's our pond. We call this the middle pond. Because it's in the middle.
Come in front.
It's in the middle of the land. Let's turn around. From here, there's our woods. Yes, all them woods is ours. Everything you see, part of our 30 acres. That tree line in back, way back there is the edge of our, the trees right there is the edge of our property line. Right back there. There's the other barn. Needs a little work on this side. Hell, they all need a little work. All our woods. That hill isn't ours in the distance now. And the tree line that you can see right here is our property line as well. Get under this fence. You should let go of me. Got me a little bit.
Let me out! I'm stuck in your pocket.
No, you stay in the pocket. I'm walking up the hill. Yeah. Turn around a little bit. Neighbor's house over there, across the street. There's our pond. You can't see the house through the trees. See a little bit of the barn over there. There's a fence just beyond that brown broom sedge. And that's our property line. There's our other barn. There's a wagon in there. Let's go over and check it out real quick. Oh, looks like an old chicken coop right there. You got a little bunch of roosts in there. May have been turkeys or something. Who knows? But it's a pile of rubble. Around this barn, we were told that there's a natural spring around here. covered it up with metal. O'Reilly. Yeah, well, here's some metal over here. I just saw a chicken coop. I wonder if this is that natural spring well. I bet it is. Yep. Yep. Should be it. And yep, this would be that natural spring well. It appears. Looks like there's a hole in there.
I don't hear any water.
Yeah, it needs cleaned out. It's got a bunch of leaves in there. But yeah, this would be his natural spring. And it's a hand-dug well, O'Reilly told us. And so, yeah, that would be it. It's a hand-dug well. He said it's a shallow well, stones in it, lining it. And it stays full up through July, he said. So, hey. Oh, Mama's playing in the wood pile. Oh, something living in the tree.
Holy cow.
We got a hole in the tree.
It goes way down. Where's the
Look at that.
tunnel?
All right, we got wild animals living in a tree here. Oh, it goes way down in there.
Yeah.
That's cave in that tree.
That's great.
Great. We have wild animals in our tree already.
I guess Raleigh's leaving his hay here.
Yes, all this, yeah. He ain't gonna do anything with it.
I mean, these rows that
Yeah.
like up in the
Yes,
woods.
I'm sure he is. They've gotten wet. There's nothing he can do with them. This is that old, I guess it was a chicken coop, but it ain't very tall. Shoot, it's maybe 5 foot tall up here. And then down here, we got, as you see, looks like a little bitty mini roost in there or something. Over there. Yeah, pretty chickens, I guess. I don't know.
It's like some wire on the bottom.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like chickens, maybe.
Yeah. Like an old chicken tractor, maybe. We got stuck in these trees. Trees grew up through it and around it. 'Cause that's what happens when you abandon a property for 30 to 50 years. This is what you end up with. Well, in our case, this is what we end up with. Here's the barn. There's 3 stories. Front end, you've got tree in there. Yeah, his tree grew right up through it. In the middle. Oh, there's a cart in there, some kind of wagon. Tree on the back side. Tree on the front side. How big? Look at the size of that trunk. How many years you think that? How old do you think this tree is? It's grown there, every bit of it. This wagon hasn't been moved in 30 years or longer. Got this area in there. Looks like they used to feed animals in there. And you go up and nothing. Yeah, this corner needs a little repair on it. It's like an old tobacco barn. Hung up tobacco up top there.
Well, if one of them was going to be redone, this is some wood.
Yeah.
Because it's got the concrete foundations and stuff.
Right.
It'll be easier to...
Right, to build something solid on.
Yeah.
All right, and again, see here. Up. You look up. There you go. I don't know if you can see the T-posts right along there. That's our property line. And then we got this tree line here. just there. And now that walk there. There it is, looking down at our other barn. We're on this side of this barn. On there. These will work, of course. They all do.
Well, from the look of it, it looks like the weather comes from that side.
Yeah. Yep.
The way we got our bees facing.
We're walking up. Oh, duck. And a duck. Wild duck. Quack. Did you hear it honk? There's neighbors over there. Yeah. Guy used this land for 30 years to graze his cows. He owns that property next door there too.
Notice the lack of broom sedge.
Yeah. When I guess because he used this land for free for 30 years to raise his cows, he did nothing. But then you look next door at his ground, his looks pretty nice. You would think if you're using 20 some odd acres for 30 years, you'd do a little something to the land, kind of give back to the land instead of rape it. But we're going to come and get this taken care of. We're planning on a lot of pastured animals. Some sheep, a couple of cows, dairy cow, regular old homestead animals, pigs, chickens. Yeah, and that's neighbor stuff. All right, there's our back property line. Those trees right there, yeah, that's the back property line. And all them, all along here, that's our property line there too. Back part here from that tree, in this corner, over to the fence, back to this open gate to the neighbor's yard. This is how his cows got in and out. But, that's about 2 acres right there. A lot of cedar trees lining this tree line here. Now, and here we go to the big part of the pasture. If you see our back tree line, that tree lines the property, and we go all the way up into them woods. Yeah, all them woods. There's another little pond up there. This other pond up here, we call this the upper pond. It's supposed to be spring fed as well. Raleigh told us. So I have to see how that works out. The ground up here is pretty dry up here. Not soggy like it was back down there. Up, and some more of his cows. You see what his cows did over there. Just pocked it all up.
We were told that once there was an orchard up in these woods. And there might still be 2 apple trees producing.
Just looking back at the street there. Behind that group of trees is the house. And behind the tall tree is the barn. And there's the other barn there. So we're 30 acres is a lot of land. See up here where those cows have been. Left a couple of hay bales. Thanks. Yes. See, here's some more water. Come up here, see? Guessing this is coming from that stream. Not sure. And this spring-fed stream, spring-fed ponds. Oh, there's the pond, right there. There's got the little dike we can see here. Yep, this is, cows tore that up. We need more pasture land. Need to fix all this. You can hear me traipsing through soggy ground. We have to fix this watershed. And first we have to find where that spring's coming from, and I'm guessing it's not aimed in the right direction. I'm standing on the dike where the other pond is. And can you see how wet? Yes, it could be coming from here. But since we know that there's a, see, that's all wet, puddling up water everywhere. We know that there's a spring, natural spring that comes up out of the ground somewhere up here. I'm supposed to feed this pond behind me.
Been trampled by the cows.
But everything's been trampled by the cows. Any old waterways, you can see another pond of water right back there. A bunch of water standing. All right, I'll turn around and we'll look at the pond.
Oh, frog.
Here's one. Yep. All right, and as you see, cow marks. Cow herds. All over this bank. And so you know they've been in all through there, stomping it around.
Look over there where they've stomped that side down.
Yep, and look
It's all
over
leaking
here. Yep, they stomped that side down, making their own little spillway. And it looks like it was kind of dug out a little bit too, maybe. I don't know what they did to do this, but see, all pugged down, a mound of dirt there, but this looks like a little spillway where a pond's coming out. It's a shallow pond. And it's all running down out there and goes down. You can see all the wet water. There's another bunch of water right there. You have to see where that's coming from. That may be coming from the other side of it. But yeah, it's a little one, shallow. A lot of green stuff growing at the bottom. So it probably harbors some kind of fish or something. Not real sure. All we're seeing is the...
Over here in this, look, in your little shallow right here's those lizards.
Oh, salamanders?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, we do have life in our pond. Let me see if I can't get them. Two little salamanders. I don't know if you can see them. See, I'm at the wrong light. Whoa. Yep, you see them moving around in there. Oh. Like their little nest hole in there. Oh, there they go. They got legs on them. You got legs off. All right. Salamander away. So there's where our frogs come from. And there's the other side of the water. Oh yeah, there's been horses. Some of these are horse hoof prints.
Yeah.
Just too big for a cow. So when you let animals run wild, 20, 30 years, what do you get? You get this.
Ground that looks like this.
Looks like a moonscape with some kind of green stuff growing on it. Brown stuff growing. Well, we're getting a little green coming up. Along with I mean, there's plenty of carbon organic matter on this, but it's just soggy. Holy cow. Soggy. Here's another puddle pond. I follow these, see where these come from. It could just be puddled from rain. I don't know. No, you can't see real good, but oh, this is dang wet. Man, you can see all that wetness.